to mention about the ex, yes, I don't know whether to call her ex or, but still an ex because, yeah, on my first, maybe when I joined university, I met this lady. She's from Nairobi. She's also a Taita. I'm a Taita, so she was a Taita. I think this lady, we met, I think within the university premises. So we were friends, we became friends, close friends, but we didn't go far as far as dating is concerned. So people had already maybe identified us as maybe as we had something in common with the lady. But moving on with the lady, we happened to find that we had different interests. Our chemistry was not really coming out clear. The two of us, we tried, but because I was so honest with myself and she was also honest with herself, she's a lady who had ambitions, had dreams, and so I didn't want to maybe to waste her chance or to waste her time, you see. So that maybe later on I could maybe go the other way, maybe hurting her. So but then we parted in a mutual way. I had informed this one, I told her today I'm meeting, she's called Faith. I'm meeting Faith and we are going to discuss, we're going to open up. We're going to open up and maybe we can be able to part ways in an amicable way. So I met that lady. After I met that lady, funny enough, we left there unhurt. I offered her a lunch. I remember we took chipo that day, chips. And then I explained to her I have found a different soulmate and putting in place that the few times we met, we've tried, but things are not adding up. And I thought it was good for me not to waste her time, you see, and maybe later on hurt her. And then that was the end of us. And we are friends until today. We could check on each other. How are you doing? How is the other soulmate doing? And we were good friends because we didn't take it far and we were honest with each other. That's how I chose her over the other one.
Yeah, it was amazing at first because it was like, oh, it's okay then if you want to be with me, because at first we were like, okay, you have to choose who is who. You can't be with two people in the same campus, almost going through the same units. So like he was like, okay, I'll go with you, Basi, and we decide what we want. I remember the first night he was expecting a kiss, but I was like, let's do this, let's make rules in our relationship. And we made some rules here and there. He also made some of the rules he would like me to follow, and that is where now we begin. And until today, we are still following those rules and ensuring that everybody is satisfied in the relationship.
Because right from the beginning, as she has mentioned, we had put a few, not really rules but guidelines. Because I believe in a marriage, there need to be a protocol of how you guys have, or maybe approach things. So right from the beginning, the first thing was to see whether to make sure we are honest with each other. It's not a matter of maybe getting attracted, because there are those physical attraction, and those with time elapse, and we see that's where love goes down. But from the few days I know her, we realized it was true love. And so we had decided that the first thing is we need to be honest with each other. Honest in a way that if there is anything you feel like there's a hinge somewhere, you come out and you settle. In case of a disagreement, you don't need to be quiet about it. You speak out and you find a solution to it. So from there, we found out that our chemistry was so good. Maybe we are joining our third year. So I think moving on, things follow. It was easy for things to fall in place. I remember even just to mention, even in our class, she was my competitor in our class. You know, we are pursuing the same course, the same class. Yes, the fact that I was a student leader, so when we go to class, she'll have to comply. But when we outside class, we were equal. But I'm glad because I liked her. One thing I liked about her is her aggressiveness. She's such a person who is aggressive. She's such a person who's hardworking, more so in academics and even in religious. She could give me a hard. I remember we could battle in class for units. She could be good in. She's good in arts and some sciences. I'm good in mathematics and so because I realized that she's such a hardworking lady. So we keep pushing, I can even mention we were in. Now it came to a time we were looking for our attachment to be attached before we could finish our degree, because we are attached in the same place. We were in Savo East.
Savo East.
Now that is where there was now a big challenge.